Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, November 14th. This is Lee McMahon. I'm a currency strategist over at globalfxclub.com. Thank you very much for watching. This is a Yellen preview video about 55 minutes before Yellen is due to testify in front of the Senate. We already know her opening statement. It's fairly dovish, so the question and answer period will be the true test. If you are watching this after Yellen testifies, don't worry, it will still be useful. My goal for this video is to highlight the key levels on most dollar pairs for places to look for trades, key technical levels that will either hold or break depending on what Yellen says, and we can sort of process it from there. So please take a moment to read over the risk disclaimer, which should now be on your screen, and then we'll get started. Alright, so this is pound dollar. This is the 4-hour chart of pound dollar. We just made a nice clean break here of this descending trend line. It's a 3-test trend line. You can see 1, 2, 3 major areas. A fall back here on softer than expected UK retail sales, but we recovered very nicely. Down to 160.50 or so would be the retest level. So that is something to watch here as the dollar weakens. Major levels to keep an eye on pound dollar after Yellen, 160.50, and then on the top side 162.30 or so is the top of this recent range. So those are the levels to watch on the pound. On the euro, okay, we had softer European GDP figures today. Market sold the euro a little bit here, though admittedly not with any great conviction. So we're going to watch this trend line here. Alright, it's been fairly consistent. We get fairly dramatic reactions off of it, alright, especially the third and fourth tests. So really look for below 134.20 to trigger additional downside here on the euro. In terms of resistance levels, the major one that I would be watching would be these swing highs here. It's about 135.30. That also corresponds pretty nicely with some significant 4-hour moving average resistance. So if we do manage to clear 135.30 with some conviction, you would expect the market to continue to push euro dollar higher. Dollar yen is in an interesting position here going into Yellen. Fitting, I suppose, that we are again challenging that key 100 figure. Alright, this is my chart from yesterday on this pair. Right here, this was the Yellen statement released low. Alright, so we spiked down here when her statement got leaked and everyone saw it was dovish, and we have ripped higher since. I do expect that to continue. I do think that we will continue to see dollar yen strengthen. Of course, Yellen can ruin it. I don't think that was going to be the case. So watch this 100 figure. And then in terms of support, watch for a retest here of this triangle. That would be about 99.70. So if we do see a dollar yen sell-off, 99.70 may present an absolutely terrific long opportunity. Some other dollar pairs. Let's look at Kiwi and Aussie. Kiwi and Aussie week overnight, recovering here early in the U.S. session. This is my Kiwi chart. It has been my Kiwi chart for quite some time. Picture perfect test of this trend line on a very odd spike higher. Fell down dramatically from there. I do expect this pair to continue to work its way down towards and eventually break through 82. But we'll see what the inter-time price action is. Obviously, this trend line provides the major resistance, 82 provides the major support, 4-hour close above or below either of those, and we could see dramatic moves. My strong preference would be for a 4-hour close below 82, triggering this head and shoulders pattern, which would take us down to about 79, 79.50. Aussie dollar. Okay, Aussie dollar, again, testing these previous lows here. They're holding up. Major support comes down at about 92.60. Major resistance is about 94 to 94.40. Alright, above this 50 period EMA here on the 4-hour chart and these previous levels here. If we do rally all the way back up towards 94.64, that could be a short on a retest of that broken trend line. Dollar CAD. Again, all I'm waiting for is a convincing 4-hour close above 105. I guess this candle technically was a 4-hour close above 105. We closed at 105, all right? 105.008. So I'm not counting that as a breakout. But, you know, that's what we're looking at here. We're looking, let me zoom out one more time. We're looking here at this descending trend line. We've challenged it several times. I'm basically just looking for a move above 105, a strong move above 105 to hold. Major support comes in at this trend line here. Okay, call it 104.50, 104.60. So that's support on dollar CAD. Let's look at pound yen. Pound yen continuing to push higher. I talked about this. This was a chart of the day yesterday. Broken out. We're now on our way higher. Major support becomes this 160 figure. These previous highs here. That would actually be a very nice opportunity to buy if you're not in this move already. For the fun of it, let's look at the dollar Swedish krona. Consolidating here, you know, this was a nice long opportunity here, and after that, now it's just a matter of waiting for the next opportunity. You can see this pair can be choppy for extended periods of time. We may be entering one of those now. If we do see a dip all the way back down towards like 656, that would actually be a great long opportunity for at least to keep your eye on going into Yellen. Just a couple of the crosses, I suppose, for the fun of it. Euro Kiwi held a 50% fib. I do expect this pair to continue to march higher, as I expect dollar yen, Kiwi dollar, sorry, to break down. This pair should be relatively well insulated from Yellen-ish. We'll see how that plays out exactly. Dollar Swiss. Let's make sure I don't miss some of the dollar pairs. Dollar Swiss. Holding kind of in some sort of weird, ugly flag pattern, I guess. Alright, kind of looking for... We got this move lower. Now we'll see if we'll get a move higher. Major support would be these lows. Major resistance would be 92, followed by the 92.50 highs. That is what I'm looking for. Potential sort of sloppy inverse head and shoulders going on here too, or cup and handle if you want to look at it that way. Here's the choppy cup and here's the handle we're dealing with now. So there are a lot of reversal potentials on dollar Swiss, which suggests that there may be some reversal possibilities on euro dollar, but we'll see what Yellen has to say. Alright, so those are the key levels to keep your eye on going into and after Yellen's speech. I have no idea what kind of impact she'll have on the markets. It depends on what she says, and it depends on what kind of questions the people in the Senate ask her. So we'll have to see, but now you know the levels to look for. I hope that's helpful. Good luck trading today and the rest of the week, and I will talk to you soon.